Hello, everyone. No one's here yet, so I don't know why I said that, but we will see if some people join. It's been a while since I've done a live. I will try to keep Kaya entertained so she won't be meowing the whole time. Let me know when you're here, and I will say hello. Hello, hello, hello. If you see me looking down or hear weird noises, I'm trying to keep my cat entertained, so hopefully she won't meow this whole time. I'm also just waiting for some people to come. Be sure to let me know when you're here by just leaving a comment. And I don't have a mic, so I am not sure if you guys can hear me too well, but hopefully you can. Hello, hello, hello. How are you doing? Let me know what time it is, where you're at. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. I feel like it's been so long since I've made one of these. I already said that, but yeah, say it again. Oh wow, almost midnight. How are you guys doing? And if there's any questions that you have or any topics or anything, let me know what you'd like to talk about, because as always, I'm just coming in here without plans. So yeah, wow, it's late over there. I've been good. I'm a little tired today. Usually, so I don't know if you guys knew this, but I go to church on Saturday evenings, and usually we will get food after or go hang out. And that changes as far as like who goes, but it's usually the same people that I go with. But yeah, no one was really doing anything tonight, so I went home, got some food, and now I'm just relaxing. And I was like, I really want to make an ASMR video, but I don't really know what to make. So I just thought like a live stream would be easier. So here I am. But yeah, what are all of you guys up to? And someone just said it was like during the day. Wow. Yeah, 3:45. Wow. That's definitely very different. It's almost 10 here. Nice. Mint chip ice cream. I just got some of that today. Well, gelato, but like same thing. I haven't eaten it yet, but that's my favorite. And thank you. Thank you. Cut my hair short again. I guess, I don't know if you guys could see that before, but it was getting pretty long, so I cut all the blonde out. So this is my natural again. I already want it to grow out again, because that always happens. You like cut all your hair and then you miss when it's long, but it is what it is. It'll grow. It's not that serious. But anyway, if anyone has any specific things that they want to talk about today to get a conversation started, feel free. And I'm definitely feeling nervous because it has been so long. Yeah, I don't think talking to a camera ever gets easier. It just feels awkward every time. Like the live streams do, at least. Like making an ASMR video that I will upload later doesn't feel awkward. but this does. And if you hear those weird alien sounds, that is my cat running around. So, yeah. Do I play video games? I do not. Do you play video games? And my husband hunting is I don't go husband hunting. I let the husband do the hunting. So anyway, I'm glad I was in your recommended. Mason, welcome. This is just a friendly chat. If there's any women in the chat, say hello. I like hearing from the ladies as well. Yeah. Does this happen to you guys where like if like a fan is blowing or AC or a heater or something, it like dries out your eyes and then they become really tired? I feel like that's happening to me right now. I'm also getting my sleepy voice, so that's fun. I don't think this is an ASMR video because I sound like a man, but it's fun. Hey Sharon. Sadly, these are my real eyeballs that it's doing it to. What kind of games do you play? Also, how do you pronounce your username? I don't want to butcher it. And welcome. I know you've been around forever, so welcome back. Okay, it's Oven Ease. Okay, cool. What is the story behind that? And why? Oh wow, 5:46 in London. Oh goodness, she started meowing. Yeah, hopefully that's not too disruptive for you guys. If it continues, might have to cut it short. I'll try to play with her so she doesn't get crazy, but that Pokemon was called Kaya. She is a little wild kitty that likes to drive me crazy when I'm trying to do something else. Oh wow, Mardi Gras. I just saw a TikTok that there's like actual like witches and vampires and werewolves at Mardi Gras. So I was like, that's weird. I wouldn't be surprised these days. I feel like everything is looking pretty evil out there. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to read all your guys' comments. What? Okay. I don't understand that. She does like cuddles at nighttime when she's sleeping to keep warm, but she doesn't really like being held or anything. She's pretty independent, unfortunately. Or I guess during the day too is when she sleeps, so she'll like cuddle up with me if I'm on this little chair. It's really cute. Anyway. Aw, thanks for asking, Michael. Michael is actually my dad's name, which is funny. But my career is going well. It is still pretty heavy. For those that don't know, I'm a therapist, and so yeah, I carry a lot during Monday through Thursday, and then I have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off, which is really nice. But I was telling a friend that there's just like a crazy contrast between like the beginning of the week and the end of the week when I'm like going into the weekend and going into spending time with my community and church and everything. It's definitely a noticeable difference. So yeah, but I'm sure everyone can relate to that in some extent. No, I'm actually a clinical therapist, so I do like counseling. Do you like living there, Matt? And do you ever go to the Mardi Gras? That never seemed appealing to me, but I know for a lot of people it is. Seems pretty crazy out there though. Is it Mardi Gras or Mardi Gras? Like, is the S silent? I don't even know. I pronounce things weird, so. Yeah, too many people, that's what I figured. It also just seems like dirty. Like I would picture it being like trash everywhere and like dirty and like I don't know, just not a good time. Wait, so I forgot what I said first. Is it Mardi Gras or Mardi Gras? Because Gras sounds weird, even though it does have an S. Interesting. Oh my gosh. Jeez. Well, sorry to hear that. Glad that you are doing better, Mason. No, I have not burped. When did I burp in a live stream? I do not remember doing that. But I also feel like that could have happened at some point. And thank you, thank you. I want Kaya to come over here, but she's not. I want to show you guys her for the person who said that they like cats. Kaya. Kaya. Come here. She's like peeking her head around the corner. We'll see if she comes. Kaya. Come here. All right, well, she's gonna come in her own time, I guess. Also, I realized that I have these pictures up behind me. These are just selfies, so that's awkward. But yeah, that's fun to look at. It has all my Google photos stored and then kind of goes through a little slideshow. No, I actually don't. If you're talking about like actual dreams at nighttime, I don't, and I actually wish I did. I've been like praying to have dreams because I find dreams so fascinating and entertaining, and so I don't want bad dreams or like inappropriate dreams, but I don't know, even just weird dreams I would like because dreams are just so interesting. That was a good question. Yes, it has been a while. All right, Kaya, come here. She came over, but she's probably gonna bite me because she has her crazy eyes, which means she really wants to play. All right, this is Kaya. Oh, her eyes look creepy in that lighting. All right, well, see, she doesn't like being held. But that is my crazy cat. A T-Rex on a scooter, wow. That is interesting. I don't know what that is, Matt. Oh no, something happened. There you go. Yeah, see, dreams are so random. Oh yeah, I think you might have asked me that before actually. Or you told me that you had it or something. But no, I can definitely see I can definitely see images. Like I can see people, is that what you mean? And like, yeah, I can definitely see images. Like pictures? I can't even imagine not being able to see that. Like, what do you imagine if you don't imagine images. Like, what even is imagination then, you know? Yeah, see, what? How do you know what it looks like if you don't see them? Like, that doesn't make sense to me. I enjoy a little spice, not like too spicy where it's like unbearable and then you can't even enjoy it. To me, I'm like, how do you even enjoy food that's so spicy that, like, when people start like sweating and stuff, like, how is that even enjoyable at that point? Like, you're more focused on the pain than the actual sensation of the food. That's just me. Yeah, I guess so, because that just blows my mind. Do you see like words or something instead? Or like, I don't get it. You close your eyes and try to imagine and answer questions about how detailed it is in your mind. Now I'm like second guessing. I'm like, I don't know. I think I could do that though. Wait, what gets you high? I'm confused now. Elephant? It's getting random. All right. Well, what else was I gonna say? I was going to say something. Can you guys hear me okay? I feel like I'm being super quiet, especially since I don't have my mic, but maybe these phones pick up pretty well. What was I going to say? Her little sounds are so funny. I do still drive a Jeep. Yep. Oh, I was gonna say I've lived here in my current place for a year now, and I wanted to sign another year lease, but the landlord is doing it month to month now, which is kind of scary because she could raise it whenever, and she did raise it after the year, but I like it in this little space. It's nice. Wow, Kai's doing like flips. I wish I could show you guys. She's so talented. But yeah, I don't know what the future holds. Who does? But we will see. I don't know. What was I even talking about? I'm so distracted. My mind, I can't like form a complete thought and have a sentence and read your guys' comments at the same time because I get so distracted. But let me see. Yes, everyone liked the video. Thanks, Matt. Good looking out. And just okay. The first thing I would buy, probably a house, like a nice house, like right on. No, I don't even know if I would want to live on the beach, but those houses right on the beach are like really nice. But yeah, owning a house in California that'd be crazy. So probably do that. And then after that, I don't know. Someone asked that as like an icebreaker in our small group recently. But they said, like, what would you splurge on? Because he said, like, okay, it can't be like a house or a vehicle because like everyone would want that because we're all struggling here in San Diego. But I forgot what I said. I think I said like a private jet and also a chef, like my own personal chef. Because just to have like all my meals cooked for me would just be amazing, and like delicious, healthy meals, would be fantastic. Yes, definitely food. But this personal chef to bring my food. My siblings used to live in, well, one of my siblings used to live in Florida. Florida is okay. A lot of people hate Florida. I'm not sure why. I don't know if it's like the hurricanes or what. But I didn't, at least where my siblings lived, like I thought it was nice. It's not that different than California other than it being super flat and warm the whole year. Like California does get kind of cold for our standards. And obviously California does not get as humid as Florida, but I didn't mind Florida. Where are you at? Where it's cold? Yeah, I have my heater on and it's 50 degrees outside, according to this thing. California isn't, I think it's all about like who you know in California or where you live in California. I feel like California is awesome, and that's why people are always saying bad things because they're haters. But also, people want to have houses and not want to be broke, so I get that. And you can do that easier in other places. So, yeah, I think every state is cool. I haven't been to every state, but I'm sure every state is cool in its own way. And hello. I don't know where Kaya went. She's like hiding in the bathroom. But oh yeah, Matt, I guess that was like happening up in San Francisco. I'm sure it happens down here too. I don't see it, but I'm sure it does happen in places. But that could happen anywhere, really. It's not, it's only like 10 here, but I don't know where you live. Yeah, each state probably does have its own society and culture. Kaya. Nice. So you guys are from all over the US. I wish Kaya would just like come and sit on my lap. But it is not the time for that, according to her. I have no idea how to answer that question, but that was a good question. I'm not very political, so if I was more into politics, I could probably answer that question better. Oh, why don't you love me? Okay. Well, I tried. Yeah, guys, go like the video. What made me pop back? I never left YouTube. I just wasn't posting. But I know what you meant. I was bored and it was a Saturday night and I look somewhat presentable still. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna hop on and make a live stream. You are from Miami. That's cool. So yeah, all over the country. Is anyone here from Montana or have you been to Montana? Because I just looked up places in Montana to go to because I'd really love to go to Montana. My dad lives in Wyoming, but it's like right on the border or close to the border of Utah, and it's pretty nice. But I also just want to like go to really beautiful lakes or mountains in Montana. It seems so beautiful. So if anyone has been there or lives there or knows anything about it, let me know. Yeah, well, thank you. That makes me feel a little better. Emoji thing. What emoji? I'm like, what is gonna... Can you guys even see those pictures in the background? Probably not. Doesn't look like you can see them that well. You know, I just have random accents that come out of my mouth at times spontaneously, so I didn't even realize I did an accent, but that's really funny that I did. Yosemite. Yeah, I live in California and I haven't even been to Yosemite, which, like, what am I doing with my life? But to be fair, that's in Northern California, which is pretty much like another state away. That's how far away it is. But still, I feel like I should have gone there by now. One day, I aspire to go there. Definitely looks beautiful. I went to the Grand Canyon as a child and I don't really remember. But I would love to go back there as an adult as well. I don't know if I have 200 books, but I do have a lot. Every time I move, I get rid of more books. This whole bookshelf used to be filled. Now only the 2 bottom shelves are filled, and I don't really read that much anymore. Even though I always say I'm going to. I mean, that's not fair. I am reading a book right now with some friends, and then I have another book under a plant over there that I will read at some point, but we will see. But I used to read all the time. My hair is natural. Do people still get perms? Yes. Are there redwood trees where you are at? No, those are in Northern California as well. But I have been through the redwoods, and those are beautiful. Yeah, Yellowstone is in Wyoming. I've never been there as well. How are things going with your wife, Matt? Like, are you guys back together? Like, what is that situation? It's very intriguing to me. But, yeah, I have a lot of clients in interesting relationships as well. I mean, who's not in an interesting relationship? I am watching the big game tomorrow, even though I don't watch football. I do enjoy watching the Super Bowl because it's more of like a social thing. So yeah, going over to a friend's house with some other friends. Probably gonna meet new friends, all the friends, you know. Can't have enough friends, I guess. Yeah. Thank you. The therapist of the therapist is whoever the therapist chooses to go to be their therapist. Oh, okay. Well, that took a turn, Matt. I don't know how to feel about that. But if you're back together and you're happy, then I'm happy for you. Probably the Chiefs, right? It's the Chiefs and the 49ers. I don't even know who's playing. Probably Chiefs because I feel like it's rigged because all of the Taylor Swift stuff. Like, I feel like all that's a conspiracy theory, but I just mess around with that kind of stuff. I'm like serious, but I'm not serious, but I'm serious. I don't know. I'm not tipsy. I'm just tired. This is how I get. Yeah, so that would make sense if you don't like California, Matt. Okay, so I don't consider myself a Swiftie, but apparently I am because I went to her concert and I also went to go see the movie of her concert, which apparently that makes me a Swiftie. Yeah, I enjoy her music and I've listened to her music since I was in high school, so I just like grew up with her. That would be cool. Do I drink beer? I'm actually not drinking right now. I go through little seasons or phases where I don't drink. But yes, when I am drinking, I do enjoy a nice beer. But yeah, drinking either makes me really tired, or like in order for it not to make me tired, I have to drink like tequila or something, and then that gets me in trouble, as it does most people. So don't tend to do that very often. Oh my gosh, this thing is not okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot you live in London. I was like, what? Where are you from? Yeah, I know, right? But we kind of, I don't know, it would be scary if people could drink at 16 and drive, because people already drive crazy, at least here in San Diego. And then if they were like drinking that young too, I mean, they already are drinking just because it's illegal. I know people, that doesn't mean people don't drink. But anyway, but maybe it would be different. Like, it's not as a big deal, maybe, as other places that have a lower drinking age. Who knows? It's me and my grandma on her 100th birthday. In Wisconsin. Oh, so every state has their own rules. I didn't know that. Yeah, I feel like it should at least be 18 because most people that go to college like drink, so it's like why not just give them that, I guess. Thank you. Yes. Pretty crazy that she's 100. I think we're gonna, I don't know, we have some good genetics in my family, I suppose. At least on my mom's side. Oh my gosh, I'm getting so tired. All right, we need to like liven up this chat. I have been to Catalina. I went to a camp trip there in 6th grade. I don't know if I've been back since then. I don't think so. My friend goes all the time when her mom comes out to visit her. That friend, actually. I don't know. Again, I don't think you guys can see those pictures very well, but yeah. It's nice from what I remember. Must be nice. People like going there. I don't have Starburst. And my cat is just in the corner staring at me. Play a game. Okay, what should we play? Oh, there she comes. Just gonna knock this over. There we go. Look how long she is. Like holding her like a snake. Okay. She lets me like do whatever. We have a love-hate relationship. Okay. She has gotten so big. She is a Bengal cat. For those that don't know what that is, look it up. She's not the like typical colors that look like a little leopard, but oh, there's her booty hole. I'm gonna get flagged for this. Kaya, that is not very ladylike. I sound different because I'm tired, so my voice is sounding like a man. That's what happens, but yeah, that's probably why. And thank you. Good to see you. So it's so cool that a lot of you guys still have the same name and like picture, because I know who you are. Like you've been around this whole time, or like most of the time. It's so good to see you all. And hello to the new people. Or to the people that maybe changed their name or picture that I don't recognize. I do not, Matt. That would be a good idea, though. Actually, I do have my laptop. Depends. What do you want me to Google? What is your new job going to be? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. You guys are like so friendly to each other. And to me, of course. But I'm more surprised that you're like friendly to each other, which is really cool to see. I don't know why I would be surprised by that. But sometimes people on the internet are rude, so thanks for not being rude. I feel like the ASMR community is pretty cool though. Okay, okay. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that and give you guys attention, but if you don't mind me trying to do that and just talking amongst yourselves while you stare at me doing that test, I could do that. How long does that test take? The egg quiche. Oh yeah, quiche. I remember that. I think I did another one at my job after that. But yes, that was like, oh my gosh, probably like a year or so ago. I need to do more lives. Are you doing Bible in a year or something, Rebecca? Yeah, numbers is real rough. Okay, I'll be right back. All right, what is this test called? Okay, yeah, you're gonna knock this down. Okay. What happened? I don't know what's going on there. Sorry, I just stopped talking. See, forgot about you guys for a second. Okay, let's see. Oh my gosh, look at how cute she is. Kaya. Okay, her eyes don't look cute, but she was like staring at me with love and admiration. Oh, there's her tail. Okay. Okay, why do I feel so tired? Okay, I'm gonna take this test, so just bear with me. Wait, oh my gosh, what did I do? All these pop-ups. Okay, do I have the inclination to get lost in thought or daydream? Yes. Okay, oh Kaya, oh my goodness. That was not very nice. Do you experience visual dreams or nightmares? Rarely, I'm gonna say. Do you think of yourself as less creative and more analytical? Yes. Has anyone in your family been diagnosed with how do you even say this? Aphantasia? Aphantasa? Okay, by a health professional? No. I don't think anyone in my family would know what that is. I'm surprised you guys know what this is. Are you super obsessed with symmetry and order? I'm not super obsessed, but sometimes maybe. Do you believe you have poor social skills? For example, do you often misunderstand social cues or the emotional distress of other people? I feel like I can be socially awkward, but I don't struggle with like social cues from others, I don't think. So, going to say no. Do you consider yourself to be a master of finding lost things around your house? No. Do you consider your long-term memory to be excellent? No. I have a bad memory. Both short and long-term now, so that's great. I don't know if it's getting older or the trauma. Probably both. Okay, what the... Do you think you have a poor sense of direction? Yes. Do you find it extremely difficult to imagine or picture anything in your head? No. Is your observation very keen? Well, it depends. What is my observation? I like how you guys are just watching me do this test. I'm sorry. Well, almost done. But maybe you can like test yourself like while I do it. Is your observation very keen? I don't know. Not sure. Do you hate guessing games? I do. When you close your eyes and try to imagine a sunset by the ocean, what do you experience? I can vividly see the colors, waves, and the sun setting over the water. I can't see the sunset or the ocean, it's just darkness. I have a general sense of the scene, but the details are hazy. I can sense the concept of a sunset, but there are no visuals. I would say I could vividly see the colors, waves, and this. Well, can I? Now I'm like second guessing it. Yeah, it's just like a picture in my mind. Or is it I have a general sense of the scene, but the details are hazy? Maybe it is more that one. Because I don't notice all the details. See, this is why I don't do these quizzes very well, because I literally second guess everything when I don't know if that's normal or not. When reading a novel with detailed descriptions of places, can you mentally visualize those settings? I can get a vague sense of the settings, but they're not very distinct. I can't form. I can get somewhat image, but they lack. I can create clear mental images of the described places. I would say I can get clear mental images. Imagine you're peeling and eating a ripe, juicy orange. What's your experience? I can see, feel, and even taste the orange as if it were real. I don't know about taste, but I definitely can smell it. I can imagine peeling and eating the orange, but the stations are muted. I can't visualize the orange or react. It's dark and vague. Yeah, I guess it would be the first one. Kaya, come here. You don't have aphantasia. That's how you say it. So yeah, I guess I don't have it according to this thing. So now you know. Okay, I need to tighten this thingy. It's like going all over the place. Okay, just reading your guys' comments. My voice, man. Wow. Oh, Oh, you did? I love that you stuck around, Rebecca. What was the disagreement? Oh gosh. I'm sorry. Hopefully it was nice. Wow, that's very interesting though. It is called, do you have aphantasia? Or I forgot what it was called already, but something like that. It's basically to test whether or not you can see clear images in your mind, or if you imagine with images, which again, imagination is images because they literally have in imagination. So if you don't see images, what are you even? What even is imagination without images? Does that make sense? Hyperphantasia. Yeah, maybe I do. Who knows what I have? Kaya, don't look at me like that. You look like you're gonna pounce on me, and that's scary. Love that you guys are sticking around through all the cat noises. Concepts, okay. Wow, so you... Interesting. So, like, let's say... That would be really interesting in regards to, like, relationships. I wonder if people with that struggle in relationships. Because if you just have a concept of someone, but you can't, like, imagine them, how do you even, like, miss them? Or miss the experience if you can't, like, recall it up in your mind? That's really sad, actually. I'm sorry that you experienced that. Sounds really difficult. I feel like it could be good or bad, like in a breakup or when you don't want to think about something, that could be good. But then when you like, when it's like a good thing that you want to imagine, that would be really difficult not to be able to. Yeah, I heard that too. I'm like constantly talking to myself all day, every day. Which also can be bad because your thoughts are not always thoughts you want to have. I don't know what Kai is doing, but also I'm sitting at a weird angle. This is like hurting my back. I wish I could like turn my chair, which technically I could, but I don't really want to. Is it healthy or unhealthy to talk to self? Well, it depends what you're saying to yourself. If you're saying really mean things, then that's not healthy. But if you're like affirming, saying good things that come from the Bible and that are true, then that would be healthy. Oh my goodness. Okay. That hurts. She's been biting me harder lately and it's not cool. No, no, no. Okay. No! Sorry, guys. Had to put her in timeout in the bathroom. She's super overstimulated right now. And now we're gonna hear her meowing, so that's fun. Alright, let's see. Yeah, that does sound really hard to explain. Oh, she sounds so sad. Can you guys hear her? Yeah, a lot of dogs don't like cats because they're mean to them. So that makes sense. I'll be right back again. my ASMR, this isn't ASMR, but I feel like my lives are so chaotic and random. If I weren't, well, so I'm not a psychologist. I'm a therapist though, and they're pretty much the same thing, but a psychologist has their PhD. So I don't like to claim that because I didn't go to school for it. But anyway, if I wasn't a therapist, I don't know what I would be doing. I aspire to be a stay-at-home wife and mom someday. So we will see if God also has that plan for me or not. But that's what I would like to be doing. Dalmatian. How is... I used to want a Dalmatian. Oh wow, your Dalmatian's in your picture. They're so unique. I never see Dalmatians. That's why I wanted one. How's their temperament? I heard they can be kind of mean. Tips on how to deal with crazy teenage girls' emotions, please. Well, can you give me some like examples, and then that will help me better give you a tip. Like, what are some situations you found yourself in needing to deal with? The best thing you can do is just like talk to her and just like let her know that you're there. And she probably doesn't care right now, or doesn't like, I don't know, just consistency is really important. Um, and stability. If you can give those things to kids, I would say that's important and kind of helps with their emotions. Just be like a safe place for them. But yeah, if you have specific examples, I could try and think of some tips. Trying to see if Kaya bit a hole through my shirt. She bit my arm. So rude. She gets so jealous. I don't see anything. So that's good. All right, what are some more questions you guys have? And are there any ASMR video requests that you would like me to make whenever I get around to making one? Yes, I can relate to that as far as like the overthinking everything. But yeah, I just bring that to God in prayer, and I just try to acknowledge that it's happening, and then not like, I try not to feel like guilt or shame about it. Can I help with girl tip? What is... I don't get the question. I could try. Or am I into short kings? You know what? I was just asking, what is a short king? Because I'd say yes. I've never dated anyone shorter than me. I'm 5'5". But the guy definitely doesn't have to be super tall. I'm pretty open-minded person when it comes to things like that. Oh, yeah, Rebecca, I think I do remember that actually. Wow, that was a while ago. That's so cool. Have your thoughts changed at all since then? I'm curious, and I'm curious what your experience is. Like if you're married and like how you've seen that played out, or like just like the marriages around you, how you've seen that played out. I don't even remember exactly what the video was about, but I definitely believe in gender roles as like a biblical thing, and not that like one is higher or better than the other. I think we're equal in worth, but just different in the role. So that would be my belief on it. Is that what I was saying at the time? I don't really remember. Um, oh my goodness! Wow, that's so sad. Ugh, I'm so sorry. CTS, that's horrible. That is a great question though. When did she pass? I think it depends maybe like how long it's been, the healing you've done since then. If I were dating someone in that situation, I would want to know like right away, probably within like the first date, honestly. But not, I mean, I don't know. Every date's different. Like you don't have to just like drop that on them. And it depends on your comfort level too. But yeah, sooner rather than later. But if you guys start asking questions like, when was the last time you dated, or when was your last relationship, and it just comes up naturally, I would just be honest and share that. Oh my goodness, am I gonna start giving you guys all relationship advice? It's okay. I like that. Okay, I did you have another question before that one? Separated a month ago, but recently she started watching and likes all my stories. What does that mean? I haven't texted her or called her. Honestly, it could mean so many things. We're all different. Um, could mean she's missing you. Could mean she's just curious as to how you're doing. Depend. I need to know more details, like why'd you separate? Who separated with who? Um, yeah. And thank you. You know, I think I would say Lake Arrowhead. I used to go to Big Bear, but Lake Arrowhead, I think, is just a little like nicer, like classier almost. But they're both really nice and fun, especially for the snow. Yeah, thanks for sharing, Rebecca. I never saw a healthy marriage growing up either. Until I started getting to know other people, other Christians who are married. But I totally respect that. But yeah, I think I used to be more of an egalitarian as well. And then I don't know, my thoughts and beliefs just changed on it when I saw it being done really well in a beautiful way. Yes, I live in Cali, but we don't call it Cali here. We call it California. Only people that are not from Cali call it Cali, even though I just called it that. Favorite McDonald's menu item? Wow, it has been a while since I've been to McDonald's. I just went to Raising Cane's tonight though. If you guys have ever been there, if you have them where you're at. That's probably only like the second or third time I've been there. But yeah, McDonald's, I don't even know what's on their menu. I would be like really basic and get like just like a regular cheeseburger or something when I if I would go there in the past. But yeah. Or maybe like their, do they still have McFlurries? Is that what they're called? Oh, different skills. Yes, definitely. I don't have barbecue sauce. Maybe you should bring your own barbecue sauce. But yeah, that defeats the purpose of going out, right? You don't like their sauce that it comes with? It's honestly overrated. I didn't really like it that much, but I mean, it's fine, I guess. I prefer Chick-fil-A. And thank you to these people giving me compliments. That's very kind. Let's see. What is your go-to meal, Matt? I don't listen to hip hop as much anymore, but I used to. It's just like so vulgar, I feel like now. But I'll listen to like early 2000s hip hop, things I grew up on. Occasionally. Pizza. Is that all you eat? Do you ever get like tired of eating the same thing? Oh wait, I just asked if what your go-to meal is. Sorry. I think I thought I asked like I don't know what I thought I asked, but sorry. Only pepperoni. Nice. I had pizza last night. I try not to curse, but I do when I'm driving because I have road rage. Something the Lord is working on me in. I have some good Christian artists I listen to. I would need to see my phone and my Spotify, but actually, let me pull that up on my laptop. And I think I've heard of We the Kingdom, if that's what you said. Let's see. I told myself I was going to go to sleep early tonight because I haven't been sleeping well this past week. And yet, here we are. It's okay. You guys are worth it. You guys are worth it. And I can try and sleep in tomorrow, I guess. Okay. I like the Worship Initiative, Shane and Shane, Citizens, Audrey Assad, City Alight, and there's a bunch of other ones, but those are probably some I've been listening to recently. I go to a church that it's not technically reformed, but it's reformed. And so I'm getting more into like reformed worship, if that's a thing. But yeah, don't ask me to explain what reformed is because I'm tired and I don't think I would do a good job with that right now. But you should look it up if you're curious. You are just asking all the questions here. Let's see. I have 2 tattoos, right? Yes. And I have 1 current piercing, which right here on my nose. But I used to have my ears pierced. I had 2 holes on both sides down here, and then I had 1 up here. Just remembered, never mind. And then I used to have my belly button pierced, but I took all those out. And then I don't know if it would, if I think all my ear ones closed up. I'm not sure if the belly button one would still be. But yeah, that's what I have. I love earrings, but my ears are very sensitive to anything that isn't real. So unless I go out and buy all the expensive jewelry, guess I can't wear them. And yeah, I could have done that and just bought like 1 or 2 pairs, but I think sometimes I just get over things. And if it's not working the way I want it to, I'm like, whatever. So yeah. Baptist. And no, I don't go to a charismatic church. Charismatic and reformed are like the complete opposite, I would say. Maybe not complete opposite, but they're different. Hello. Okay, I'm gonna go back and read all these comments because you guys left a lot of comments all of a sudden. What? Sorry. I need to stop saying everything out loud. Okay, I'm gonna read your relationship. She ended last month. She said she would let me know when she feels differently because she didn't feel like at the moment it was working out, so I backed away. Sounds like me. She kept watching all my stories, but now about a week ago she began liking all of them. She sounds like she has avoidant attachment or something, or disorganized attachment, and that's her way of opening the door, seeing what will happen. And you don't do anything. She's the one that ended it. So if she wants to come back into your life, she needs to communicate that. Otherwise, I wouldn't read into what she's doing. I would say I'm a Baptist or Reformed Baptist. Just because I really appreciate how my church does things. And if that's what they are, then I guess that's what I am. Because I agree with it. And I think that's a good idea, Rebecca. I used to go to non-denominational churches for years as well, kind of like go to different ones. But once I found this church, it's just like a smaller church, and it's just totally gospel-centered, and they just really live out the gospel in a very beautiful way, and it's very like genuine, authentic, and just the way we're involved in each other's lives, and that just really meant a lot to me. So I would encourage you to also do that. Okay, let's see. No, can't see my tattoos right now. One's on my shoulder blade, and then one is on the back of my ankle. Okay. Oh wow, thank you. I don't know how to pronounce your username, but thank you very much. I'm just gonna call you Suzer. Wow. Yes, definitely, Rebecca. That's what they felt like for me as well. I have not done shrooms. All right, what are these questions? So, like, what are you trying to discover about me? Okay, Cecil. I will call you that then. I have a disorganized attachment, but I can lean avoidant sometimes. And I've done a lot of studying into attachment styles and stuff, which is how I figured. But I'm just saying that. Like, I don't know this person. I don't know you. Like, she could have an anxious attachment. She could be secure for all I know. Um, we just don't know why people do things unless we ask them or unless they tell us. At the end of the day, we can analyze all we want, but I think that's the truth. Hello, hello, hello. What have you learned while on shrooms about religion? I'm curious. Are you on shrooms right now? That is the question. I heard lion's mane is really good. I forget what it's good for. Is it good for like sleep and stuff like that? Wow, Kai is being so good, just chilling in the corner and not meowing. Cecil, are you familiar with attachment styles? Because yeah, so disorganized, they have both anxious and avoidant tendencies, and depending on who they're dating, like if the person shows up in a more anxious way, then they can tend to swing more avoidant, and if the person tends to show up in an avoidant way, then they tend to swing more anxious. Just depends. And then if they for some reason end up with a secure person, which would be great, then they freak out because they're like, what is this? I'm not used to this healthiness. And then I'm not sure what happens with another disorganized, like if two disorganized date each other, it can be very chaotic probably. And these are people who are not like working on themselves and don't know about these attachment styles. But when you're like working on it and going to therapy or at least aware of it, you can be more mindful of when your attachment styles or triggers come up. Yeah, they're normal or they feel boring to people who aren't used to it. Because you can kind of get used to like the drama, and then when there's like no drama or no convincing someone to have to like you or something like that, then it feels like, oh, this is what a relationship is, which relationship should be stable and consistent and all the good things. But when you're not used to it, it can be kind of freaky. Oh, hi, Dustin Grace. Hey, Rach. I love calling other Rachels Rach because I like being called Rach. So hope you don't mind. That's so interesting. I love that you're here because I actually wanted to let you know that I've been learning so much from your videos that you've been posting. I love all the Bible studies and like you just have so much wisdom and so much good things to tell us all. So thank you. I pray that you were able to continue making those videos and pray everything's going well in your marriage and with your daughter. So cool. Okay, let me go through these comments. Okay, Christianity and the worldview. I'm not sure what you are referring to. But I'm sorry if I was being rude. Yes, I think drugs, anything that like alters our state of mind can probably open the door to evil things. Um, it can be a mess. It's not for the weak, but I think it's worth it. I'm not really dating either though. I'm just in a season of waiting. Maybe you have a avoidant attachment, Cecil, because yeah. Matt, I don't think you're that powerful. That is really funny. Unless, like, why? What? Why are you afraid that you're gonna convince them that your worldview is correct? I mean, you could. Could be parts of your worldview that is correct, and that's not a bad thing. You're only 33. I am also only 33, and I love that you said only before 33. Appreciate that. That makes me feel young. Um, yes, I know what you mean, Rachel, because when I was making my ASMR videos on a consistent basis and like reading from the word and sharing my thoughts, like you do feel so much closer to God and so refreshed in your relationship with Him. There's something about just like teaching and sharing that helps rather than like reading it on your own or studying on your own. Yeah, I would look into that, Cecil, because I mean, I feel like that guys do talk like that because they get uncomfortable with emotions. A lot of guys are avoidant. Okay, interesting. There's always the interesting commenters. Yes, don't be worried to go, like Rachel said. Well, okay, sometimes that does happen, especially when I see a couple and the person is just like dragging me down that like I know what they're doing. So yeah, it is challenging to call that out because I'm like, how do I do this in a way that doesn't like shame them, and especially when it's like in front of their partner. I'm not sick. I'm tired, people. Oh, this is just how I sound at night. Matt, I also, well, I think we might have talked about this before, but do you think that you have an avoidant attachment style? Because a lot of things that you've described sound like that. But like I said, I don't know you personally. I don't know anyone. So, and I'm also a lot of times wrong with guessing people's attachment styles. So, attachment style is one thing, but God is powerful above all of attachment styles and anything. So, that's an important thing to remember. Love all the therapy talk. I always wonder if like my clients are going to come across any of my videos someday and how awkward that would be. I don't know if it's happened yet. If it has, they haven't told me, but yeah. Let's see. But for me, and I cry in front of my therapist. Should I try to hold that in? No, no, no. We are not afraid of crying. That would not freak us out in any way. I tell all my clients, most of my clients cry in the first session, and I tell them it is normal to cry especially in the first session. Like, it's rare for you not to cry in the first session because we just go over all kinds of stuff, and it feels good for them to like finally be able to release it. So yeah, I do forget that, like, that you guys do think about how we are going to feel, but it's not. I know it's a weird relationship dynamic because it is one-sided, and that's weird because we're not used to that, you know. In most relationships it's like, oh, how are you, and then the other person's like, how are you, and then it's mutual. But there'd be like, I am doing a service, and so I'm providing a service, and so, like, yes, I'm still a human, but I'm here for you, and so don't worry about how your therapist feels, and like if they can like handle all your emotions. Like, that's what we're trained to do, that's what we are equipped to do, and your emotions do not scare us. So just wanted to encourage you all with that. Let's see. I have been doing well, thank you. So at this point, I don't mind if people I know in my personal life know about my channel. I don't typically go and like broadcast that I have this, but it just comes up sometimes, and then they're like, what? And they'll want to check it out, and so I give it to them. I always feel awkward, and I tell them, don't watch it in front of me, like watch it in your own time, because I'll cringe if you watch it in front of me. That's so awkward. But yes, some people that I know have found my channel, surprisingly. I don't know how, but they did. There's Kaya. Yeah, Matt, you have been saying you've been wanting to go to therapy for years, so I think you should just do it. Like, listen to your wife, especially if it could help both of you. Just no one. Well, that's why we have God. Attachment styles affect a lot. Like, it's good to be aware of them, but sometimes because I'm such an overthinker and analyzer, it can almost be like not good in a way, because I like think about it too much. I'm like, oh, is this real, or is this because of my attachment style, and what's their attachment style, and blah blah blah. Dating as a therapist is very difficult. Let me just say, but it's okay. Yes, my parents do. My mom and stepdad now live in North Carolina. Yeah, I definitely encourage you to go to therapy, especially if you can find a Christian counselor or therapist. It's so hard to find them though. And not even that, like, I've gone to Christian therapists, and even then their beliefs were still different than mine. And so it's just like, it's a very small niche, I feel like. But at the end of the day, that's why ultimately we need to go to God and His Word. Oh, that's awesome. Welcome, Hawkeye. Hawkeye, not hot guy. That probably sounded like that, but good night, Michael. Sleep well. I have therapized a woman suffering from postpartum depression, and I just treat that like regular depression. Obviously, there's some differences in regards to how it affects her and, you know, the presenting issue. Oh, hi, Kaya. Thank you. I'm sorry, what was your question? What do you think the root cause? Probably just all the hormones, right? all the hormones changing. Yeah. I don't know. I should look more into that. But yeah. Yeah. I feel like smart people can convince themselves not to go to therapy, or because we just like intellectualize things and we're like, oh, I can just solve this on my own, or I can think myself out of my trauma. But it's like, no, that's the problem. We're so in our head and thinking that sometimes it's difficult to really like get to your emotions and like release those emotions and name those emotions. Yeah, she does sound human. She's part human. No, that would be weird. Yeah, well, so attachment styles, you don't really get your triggers until you get like emotionally close to someone. So it's easy for me to talk to my clients, for example, because I'm not emotionally invested in their lives. I'm not like close to them on a personal level. But like if a close friend hurts me, or like family member, or someone I'm dating, that's when those attachment wounds start to show up. But that's the problem, Matt. I think there's like so many different levels of smartness and intelligence. So maybe they're highly emotionally intelligent, whereas you might be factually or logically intelligent and they could help you. And so I think we kind of have to not judge people for how smart they are, because that's our pride. And our pride goes before the fall. And pride's not good. And so yeah. Just gonna put that out there. Okay. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to keep up with all these comments. Let's see. I need to like change how I'm sitting. Oh my goodness, Rachel. It all came out then. Now I'm scared. Like, was it like suppressed trauma? Well, obviously, if you didn't know you had it. But like, wow, I'm so curious. I wish I could like talk to you more about that. Because I have a feeling if I have children someday that I will experience postpartum difficulties, because I already have difficulties when I'm not postpartum. So it would just make sense that they would amplify with all my hormones and emotions changing. But yeah, that's fascinating. I'm sorry that it all came up then, and I hope you were able to work through it. Okay, let's see. That is something an avoidant person would say. Yes, we are relational beings. True, true, true. Yes, so true, Kevin. I used to feel really stupid and dumb, and to be honest, I still do, because my memory, I just feel like after COVID, my brain fog is so bad, and my memory is bad, my retention. So a lot of times I do feel dumb, but I have to remember there are a lot of things that make us who we are. And if I'm comparing myself to my friends who can remember and like keep their attention in these like movies that we watch, then yeah, I'm gonna feel dumb. But hopefully I'm smart in other ways. I don't know. I know I am, but sometimes I think we all just compare ourselves to others. Okay, let's see. I Matt, we are all crazy. So yeah, to some extent. Everyone's craziness just looks different. So I can tell you that, and I didn't even have to hear your life story. Intelligence, knowledge, and wisdom as three distinct things. Yes, very true, very true. What would you say intelligence is? Because I kind of have more of an idea of like wisdom and knowledge, but how would you define intelligence? Yeah, you might lean more anxious, Kevin. Again, I don't know, Cecil. You have to ask. I don't know this lady. Oh my goodness. I wonder if that's what's going to happen to me, Rachel, because all the time, I definitely don't remember a lot from my childhood, especially my early childhood. And so I just know I have some trauma there. And I'm like, oh, is this going to come up? Like, when is this going to come up? Lord, please bring this up so I can just work through it. So if you're saying it comes up then, that is kind of scary. Because now, then you have a child to look after. I mean, because I already know I have trauma, but I just don't know like the extent of it. Thank you, Rebecca. I'm just ignoring them, but I can put them on timeout if they continue. Why are you gonna quit going? Yes, so it definitely gets worse before it gets better, especially things like social anxiety. If they're doing any type of like exposure therapy, um, yeah, it's gonna get worse before it gets better because you're literally exposing yourself to the thing that you fear, and that's gonna make you uncomfortable. But the hope is with time, you'll start to get more desensitized and you will feel better. Your ability to learn, knowledge is what you've learned. Wisdom, the ability to apply that knowledge. Those are great definitions. Thank you. Your actual ability to learn. Well, I feel like my ability to learn I've been struggling, which is crazy because I've literally gone to grad school. So I know I'm okay. Sorry, I'm like making weird faces. I'm getting tired. I know I'm not dumb, but like I can retain knowledge when I need to. But I just feel like I'm in a point in my life maybe where I'm just burnt out, and like I also haven't been able to be creative. And I think we were all created to be creative. So yeah, I need to do something about that. Okay, I'm getting like caught up in these comments. Let's see. Intelligence like well, no, it's like books are. What I was doing, not really matters because you can't change it anyway. Smart people. Oh, I know smart people who have no wisdom and are just narcissistic. Oh yeah, narcissistic people can be highly intelligent, but guess what? They're not emotionally intelligent, and that isn't very good. Let's see. Can I reach out via your channel email? Removing social media was a huge part of my recovery. Yes, I would love that, Rachel. I would love to connect. Please send me an email. And anyone else who wants to connect, feel free. I think I still have my email up. Oh my goodness. Okay. Wait, who should write a novel? I think it's just in the air. California. Honestly, probably. Yeah, sometimes I just tune her out. Usually, emotionally intelligent people can sense other people's emotions and kind of like read people well. But that's not all it is. It's also How do you describe being emotionally intelligent? I'm sorry. I think I will have to look that up because that's a good question. It's like one of those things that I know, but I can't explain right now. I'm also, again, for the millionth time, tired, and so my brain's not working as well as it would be if I were not this tired. Okay. Thanks for stopping by, Rachel. I'll look for your email. I could do online therapy, but I actually don't like doing online therapy. Some of my clients, I meet with them virtually, but I much prefer to do it in person. But I think some type of coaching might be less intense. I don't know if I would like it as much or be as good at it. Um, why will your own emotions get you into trouble? I refuse to go to therapy, but I thought I can solve my own problems, my friend. That's good. Yeah, it's definitely, I want to say a guy thing, but it's not even just a guy thing. It's a girl thing too. Empaths can be, people with a lot of empathy can also be very aggressive though, actually. Because I would consider myself an empathetic person, but I also struggle with anger. So there's that. All right. Good night. Good night. Emotions do not have to make bad decisions, though. You have to learn how to regulate your emotions. So maybe that's what emotionally intelligent is. Someone who can effectively communicate what they're feeling and regulate their emotions so that they don't make a bad decision. Like, let's say I'm feeling angry. If I don't know I'm feeling angry, then I'm not going to be able to regulate my emotions. I'm just going to react and maybe like yell at someone or like curse them out or punch them. But if I can like identify, oh, yikes, what they just said made me angry, and underneath that is probably hurt or fear, then it's like, what can I do with this anger? Maybe take a time out, go in the other room, ask for some space, take some deep breaths, go on a walk, you know, and then let that anger pass. And then go to the person, effectively communicate that by saying, hey, you know what? I felt really angry. This is what you did. That hurt my feelings. I didn't appreciate that. I would like this going forward. And I'm saying all this like it's easy. In the moment, it's not easy, but that's essentially what you do, or something you can do. Oh, well, yeah. That's why, yeah. Yeah. How about you tell me my zodiac first? I don't really believe in zodiacs or follow them because that I believe that goes against Christianity. But what do you think that I am? Is my phone dying? We might have to go soon, guys. Actually, I think my charger's right here. Even though it's already 11 something, so I probably still should go. Oh, yeah, it's not gonna work. Too short. Okay. You shall repent. I look like a dude right now, sitting like this and sounding like this. But it's okay. You guys know that I'm not a dude, right? Oh my goodness. All right, any final thoughts before we close the live stream tonight? It was a great conversation. As always, takes a little bit to get into it, and then once people start going, it's very interesting. Very interesting. But yeah, I encourage you to, anyone who's thinking about going to therapy and you're a Christian, try to find a Christian therapist. And if you have insurance for your job, you can go through your insurance usually. And that will be a lot cheaper than paying out of pocket. But hey, if you are able to afford that or make that investment, I would say it's worth it. And you don't have to go forever, so it doesn't hurt to try. I am not a Capricorn. And I'm definitely not a dude. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for praying for me. What if astrology used to work because society was based around a climate and agriculture and anything you were born in? I'm not a Libra either. See, astrology isn't real because we think we can put people in little boxes based on little things that we show. But yeah, just like attachment styles. Like attachment styles are real, but they're not everything. And we can't just know someone's attachment style just by like a little interaction with them. Wow, I am not a Virgo or a Gemini either. You guys might as well just guess all of them because eventually you'll guess it, right? That's really funny though. But it's funny, like when you do tell someone your zodiac sign and then they're like, oh yeah, I could totally see that, and I could see all these little things that make you that way. And I'm like, could you? What if I hadn't have told you that? It is interesting though, and I can see why a lot of people are drawn to it, but it definitely goes against the Bible. So it may be real, but it's not godly, which is why I stay away from it. Yes, Matt, I am a Sagittarius. My birthday's December 6th, so what can y'all tell me with that information? Yes, very true. That's cool. Except it doesn't snow here. So, am I going to do this again sometime? I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I get back to the live streams? I've enjoyed it. I don't know what my Chinese zodiac sign is actually. Yeah, exactly. Like there's examples of witchcraft in the Bible, so it's a real thing. It's just not a godly thing. All right. Well, I will try and do one soon then. I don't know when, but yeah. You nailed it. I'm definitely an idealist. But I think I've said that before. You could probably guess that just from hearing me. Okay. Well, it's been real. It's been fun. Thanks for joining everyone who's here. If you didn't say hello, now's your opportunity say hello, say goodbye, say hi. If not, if you're shy, that's okay. We'll see you next time, maybe. The live chats are more entertaining when everyone participates. Okay, I feel like I'm like a professor lecturing you guys. But anyway, it was great. Love you guys, and I will see you all soon. Hopefully. Goodbye.